The customer is not always right.
Step into the office.
Welcome back to Mr.BetonYou, Pedro, Doordash, Santiago. In today's video, we're going to talk about offer selection, how that and what that means for your profitability. Because at the end of the day, a lot of us can make $100 a day, $1,000 a week, whatever your goal is. But like we've said on this channel, many videos, what's the profitability? Okay. What are you netting, not grossing, at the end of the week? And how if you take too many low orders, you can't be profitable. We'll talk order selection and customer service in the gig economy. Let's go. The customer is not always right. So some of y'all are new here. Appreciate that. For all my OGs, appreciate y'all. So let's start our day. We'll look at some order selection, why I choose what I choose, and how to stay profitable in 2022. Now, the one thing I want to say before we start is, each market's different. Everybody knows that. Your goals are going to be personal to yourself. But profitability should be the only number that matters at the end of the day. Because regardless of what the gas is, the amount of offers, the amount of time, are you profitable? And taking those low ball orders will not get you there. But also, customer service. I've been in customer. Let's check this one out. Oh, well, this is good. $15 for 7 miles combined. That's a profitable order. Miles to money's good. It actually leaves me in a good area to get another one. This has all the signs of a good order. Now, if that says $2 or $3, you're really not making any profits off that order. And customer service. Let's go ahead and pick up this person real quick before I start rambling. All right, so I've been in the customer service industry for a long time, managed thousands of people, tens of thousands of customers. I've had great interactions. I can read a room very well. Now, the old thing used to be the customer's always right. That's kind of like the old 70s and 80s, even bled into the early 90s, right? I mean, companies would tell their associates that because they just cared about the bottom line. They didn't care about employees' feelings, what they had to do for the customer. They didn't care if a customer spit in their face and called them out and cursed them up and down. You still got to give great customer service. I do not agree with that. I'll share a quick story with you. So my last place was I was an F&B director at a casino. We had some 90% of customers in the casino are really cool people, really cool people. But sometimes you get the really entitled and rude human beings because they feel like they just lost, they had a bad day, whatever. There's reasons, right? Sometimes you could have conversations with them and still find a way to make sure that you give them good service. Other times, if they're yelling and screaming at my servers, calling them out of their name, and I know the server did nothing wrong and they're being outrightly rude and affecting the other customers in my restaurant, affecting the overall morale of my staff, I kick those kind of customers out. It doesn't happen often, but you let them know this restaurant might not be for you. We can't serve you. We're not able to meet your needs. It's okay to do that in the year 2022. Not every customer is right. Anybody that thinks every customer is right 100% of the time doesn't really understand customer service. In the gig economy, whether you're running a restaurant or working for yourself, in the gig economy, you need to take care of yourself, make sure you're respecting yourself, and people that don't respect you, whether it's your time, because they don't tip you, they back a tip out. Most customers don't leave cash tips, or they're outright rude to you, being disrespectful, disrespecting your property, whether it's your car, your whatever. Those are the kind of human beings I don't do service. I don't give my great customer service to, and I never will, because those are the ones that will give you trouble and take your energy, right? Now that we got that kind of out of the way, customer service is a very important thing, but not every customer is right. All right, let's pick up this customer right here. Natalie? Hi, how are you?
Good.
Satisfied customer. All right, so when you're selecting your orders, right? You set your price as a driver, right? And I want to get you guys' opinion on this, because at the end of the day, if you take too many low orders and bad fares and don't know when to unassign and whatever, right? Like that one was bad. Anyways, you're not going to make as much profits. Plus, let me ask you a serious question. This is one of the main questions of the day. I'm going to have one more. Do you want to make the company money, Doordash, Uber, Instacart, Lyft, Grubhub, do you want them to make money? or do you want to make money first? Who's more important in this scenario? Do you want to be profitable, or do you want them to be profitable? Who comes first in your scenario? Now, someone said, well, Pedro, the companies have to be profitable because we need jobs and we need opportunities. Fact. But I would say, how long are you going to be doing this, man? How long are you doing this? What's your exit strategy? You need to be profitable first. My money is more important than Doordash's and Ubers. I need to make my money. The only way I can do that is by being profitable and taking good orders. $2, $3, $4 orders most of the time are trash. They just are, right? And the companies do a really good job of manipulating us with these ratings. Now, I think ratings matter when it comes to customer service. I think you need to be on time. I think, you don't want to unassign too much. Those kind of ratings matter. But acceptance rating at this point, in my mind, does not matter, right? Because DoorDash does a good enough job, and Uber, they do a really good job of manipulating enough drivers thinking that it does, when really they're making the same amount of money as a cherry picker and Top Dash are going to make the same amount at the end of the week. But what are the profits? Did the Top Dasher had to drive more, deal with more issues? Did a cherry picker drive less, do less volume, but make more profits? Hope you guys are following me there, right? Order selection. I'll show you guys some orders and I'll put some split screens throughout today's ride along. But at the end of the day, listen, customer service is important, but the customer is not always right. They are not. We're coming through a pandemic. We're coming through a lot of things. A lot of drivers, restaurant workers were stressed because there are a lot of miserable people that don't know how to treat other human beings. I don't do business with those human beings. That's the difference. And those human beings usually will not tip you cash. If you want to gamble with your earnings, go right ahead. I will not. Profitability is the number one thing when you're out here doing this gig work. But I want to hear from you guys. Do you think the customer's always right? Do you think we should just do whatever, take rude people around, drive them around, go to bad areas that are, when you're doing rideshare, you got to make sure you're safe, right? You got to make, I don't know how many times I've picked up drug dealers in my car. They've done drug deals and it's a multi-trip and I know it and I see it. I leave. That's not a customer. It's not in my book. I'm not trying to put myself in a situation that can go sideways for me. You have the power with these apps on what you take. And if you're smart, you can be profitable. And if you think you need to take everything, you need to do this, you need to do that, customers will tip you in cash, you're going to be gambling. And the best customer service is a simple customer service. I give the kind of service you're going to get at a high-end restaurant. It's simple. I listen to cues. I pay attention. Other people will give the kind of customer service you're going to get at a McDonald's, or, which is not always bad, but they're going to be doing too much, over-explaining, trying to do too much. It's too much. I deal with quality versus quantity. And in my opinion, the more of us that can look at this analytically like a business, really crunch your numbers, know where to be in your market, know where the demographics are, know where the money is, know where what your median income is. If you want to deliver to somewhere where your median income is $15,000, you're not going to make a lot of money. You want to deliver where your median income is maybe 75 to 80,000, 100,000. The likelihood of you making more money is higher in those neighborhoods. Middle class, that's where it's at. You have to make good business decisions. DoorDash and Uber do it to you all the time. Why are you not doing it? Why are we taking the $2 and $3 orders? Somebody tell me in the comments down below. My rant's over. Now let's make money. Almost, I promise. But Pedro, somebody has to deliver to those people that don't tip. Somebody has to do it. Hey, you're right, but ain't gonna be this guy. I'm not gambling with my earnings. We're already spending a lot of money on fuel, car depreciation, insurance, whatever, right? Whatever it is for you. Why are we gambling with our earnings? This isn't Meals on Wheels. I do other things for my community. I'm going to deal with customers that respect me for my time and other things. I will unassign, I will drop, I will cancel if they're being disrespectful, overly disrespectful. I will do it. If there's no tip on there, I'm not taking it. And my profitability has gotten better. Every month it gets better because you learn your area, you learn what to do. It's a very simple concept. Now, where do you stand with this? No, I'd say that's a pretty good order. 18 bucks, 6.3 miles. Yeah, I'll take that. All right, let's go pick this bad boy up. Now, I don't love doing stacks from different restaurants, especially if one of them is a Wingstop. But I couldn't pass up the money, plus it leaves me in a great spot. And this Wingstop's actually not very good. But we're gonna cross our fingers and hope for the best here. Not too bad of a wait. I was probably in there 5-6 minutes. Yeah, about that amount of time. Not bad for that Wingstop. They were staffed. They had about 6 people working in there. They were moving and grooving. So I was like, I'm gonna wait for this. Well, we have to wait for it to stack. But anyways, yeah, not bad. I might have to give them another shot. And so off to a pretty good start. That first ride was 16 bucks. What is this one paying me? 18 or something like that? So it's less. This about 45 minutes of total time from beginning when we accepted that Uber X to when we're gonna drop these orders off. It's pretty good money. Being selective. Marvin?
Yes, sir.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, they hit 50 cents. Whatever. Here's our first example of the day. 275, 2.1 miles, 2 items. No tip on there at all. Are you going to get a cash tip? Highly unlikely. Why would you take that order? Anybody, put in the comments. This is order selection. You should never take that trash. If you consistently take orders like that, you're missing out. You're shrinking your profitability margins and the opportunities the apps are giving you. All right, on our way to pick up our second passenger of the day, 8 bucks, 2.9 miles combined. I could do that. After that drop off, I believe it's going to put us $42 in 1 hour. Not too shabby. Little pool action for y'all. I'm surprised nobody's there. It's not super hot today yet. And now we wait. What's up, man? What's your name?
Demetrius.
Gotcha.
Hey, I tried to.
You guys taking that? 2 orders, 8.25, 10 miles. It's a horrible order. Horrible. No. Just say no. You should not take that. No. If you would, let me know why in the comments. I'll listen. Let me know why. Give me some reasons why you would take that. All right, now this is one that they left a $2 tip, $2.50 tip, $2.50 tip, 1.65. I mean, this is an order that's acceptable. You're dealing with a reasonable human being. They tipped you a couple bucks on the app, most likely. You can take that. Plus, that merchant's good. It's a directional shot, easy money. Quick 475 might take you 10 minutes. That's an acceptable order in my opinion. Now, if it's in the middle of lunch, like I am now, I might not still take it because there will be something better. But that's not a bad order. What do y'all think? Are you taking that order? There's no tip on that order. It's only 1.8 miles, but I don't deliver. The chance of getting a cash tip is so low. It's actually more of a chance that they're going to give me some issues than I'm going to get a cash tip. That's trash. All right, so how about that order? 6.75, 1.9 miles, Burger King. I was at that Burger King yesterday. The wait time wasn't great, but I'm going to take this because A, it has the hidden tip indicator. B, it's better than the 4.75, and it came in literally 1 minute later. Be patient. Patience is key. This is a better order because I'm making an extra $2, and that extra $2 goes right into my profitability. Right? It goes right to my bottom line. Hope you guys are taking notes. So, and I'll drop this for y'all. I'm going to give you guys a little teaser. So, towards the end of the first, in September, basically. Okay? In September. First week, second week. We're going to have Sin City deliveries back on. And we're going to share numbers. We're going to share our profitability numbers from August. And we're going to see who was more profitable. Now, this isn't about proving one man wrong or one man right. This is about sharing information with the community so that you guys can make better informed decisions. And we'll see. And then maybe we'll do it the next month, right? I think it's good because we have to understand different markets are different things. Different bad orders are different bad orders for other people. Good's good. But at the end of the day, what I want you guys to know is the profitability is the only number that matters at the end. You can make $2,000 in a week. If it took you 90 hours and you drove your car into the ground and you had a lot of gas and that 2,000 can easily turn into 1,000. You could literally cut your profits in half if you're not smart. Don't look at the big number. Look at how big or small the number is at the end after you've calculated everything. And you cannot make money if you consistently take $2, $3, and sometimes $4 orders. When you take more $6 to $10 to $11 order range and higher, like we saw earlier, we had the $18.50. That is where you're going to maximize your profitability. It's simple mathematics. So definitely want to hear from you guys. What do you think about how I make my money and how I become the most profitable? Can you be profitable by taking $2 and $3 orders and wishing and praying for a cash tip? You guys let me know in the comments. Thank you. Yep, thank you. Order was ready. That never happens here. Consider myself lucky. All right, thought about it a bit. So the receipt on the bag, the chit on the bag says, that's what they're called for those of you who don't know, little receipts on bags, and they're called chits, C-H-I-T. Little restaurant info for y'all. It says 11:58. That was 20 minutes ago. So let's go drop it off to the guy. I'll show you guys the final result of what the payout came to be. And something else to be looking out for, very soon we will have a Discord. It will be called BetonYou Discord. We'll have different things in there, Doordash stuff, motivational stuff, how to make money. You guys can share screenshots and funny stories, ask questions. And I'll be in there. I'll check it once a day, probably. Once, maybe twice a day to communicate with you guys. It's coming soon. Be on the lookout. All right, that offer's not bad. It's $1 a mile. Leaves me in a decent area, but I still wouldn't take it, not in the middle of lunch. But the cash flow on that's good. Basically $10, right? That order, the subtotal on that, the likelihood of that going up is extremely low. They've already tipped in the app what they were going to tip. The customer does have an option to leave a better tip, more or less, which I don't really mind either way. I think overall it's a good thing for us drivers, but it doesn't have any hidden tip indicator on that. Uber does hide tips. That order would stay at that. It's a 99% probability it will stay at the $9 and some change. How about that order? $4, 3.4 miles. Either there's no tip or there's a $1 tip. That's trash. If you take that, you're a clown. Sorry. And if you're a clown, let me know in the comments down below. You're not making profits. Your margins are too low. And I want y'all to know, I use that clown word for effect. Not everybody that takes that all the time is a clown. But if you take too many of those consistently, you are the likelihood, we're talking about probability, of you being a clown and not actually maximizing the opportunities and profitabilities in your market is extremely high. And some would say, Pedro, well, that was $4. You're on a $6.75 now. It's only $2.75. Why are you worried about a couple bucks? Listen, y'all, in business, a couple dollars is the difference between profits and not. Why do you think these places set the menu price for their menu items the way that they do? If they were lower, they don't make money. They don't make as much profits. Don't undersell yourself. All right, I'm done for the day. I've ranted enough, y'all. I can't make it any simpler than that. Just remember, I'm trying to get you guys out of the food delivery game full time. It's a great way to make part-time money, but we should be building towards something else that can actually benefit us long term. In my opinion, if you're doing this game too long, it's a rat race, man. And I ain't trying to be part of that. I utilize the apps to my benefit. But if I'm doing this in 7 years, still at 30 hours a week, I'm doing something wrong. All right, so let's leave it at the door, but my man's came out. So I said, hey, let me take a little photo real quick for the app. He goes, no problem. So let's go ahead and use that photo, show you the end result. There you go, no hidden tip, but $3.50. It's a good order, all in all, that's a good order. We spent less than 10 minutes from beginning to end. Let's go. But I'm not sure if you guys noticed, my base pay on single orders starts at $2.25. You notice how the base pay on that was like $3 and some change? The reason it was that is because it got denied so many times it waited. Remember I said earlier, this order's been waiting for 20 minutes? And he still tipped, but it is what it is. Might not be a lot of drivers out today, but that's why the base pay went up. All right, another clown order, $3. No tip on that, 3.1 miles. I'm good. Can't make profits on that. For everybody following along at home, we're an hour and a half in the books, and we're at, hold on, let me do the math in my head, almost 50 bucks. And for me in my market, I can make $100 in 3 hours. That's exactly the pace that we're on. And should everybody be able to eat, you order, you tip, you don't tip, whatever, hey, at the end of the day, you'll get your food. But if you're too broke to afford the apps, make a sandwich. Make better financial decisions for yourself. If you can't throw your driver a few bucks, $5, you should not be using the apps. Prove me wrong. I'm out here to make money and make profits. I hope you guys got something from this video. I'm done talking for the day. I've already upset some people and maybe helped one or two. I'm good with that. I give you guys the real every single day like nobody else. See you tomorrow. Just one more clown order for y'all. 20 items. Have a great day. You're a horrible driver and a clown if you accept that order. Know your worth. There's no money in that. There's no profits in that. Don't ever take an order like this. I don't care what anybody says. If you like this video or others, check out this one here. Consider hitting subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments.